upang magmasid sa iba't ibang hugis at kulay, laki at bigat ng mga bagay. Halika na't magsanay tayo sa mathematics. Tayo ay maglalaro, mga numero at simbolo, tayo ay matuto.
Hi students! Welcome to our math class. Today, we're going to have the first lesson for this quarter, and that is illustrating the 6 trigonometric ratios. But before that, let me check your prior knowledge about this topic. Are you ready? Let's start!
Read each question carefully. Choose the letter that corresponds to the correct answer. Now, let's have a short recap to check if you still remember the last topic. Today, we will be illustrating the 6 trigonometric ratios. Let's take a look at this figure. This right triangle has angle A as its right angle. It has the following sides: AB, BC, and AC. Let's represent angle B as theta. From this, we can name the parts of the right triangle as follows. The side that is across from the angle theta is the opposite side. The side next to the angle is the adjacent side. Lastly, the side opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is also the longest side of the right triangle. From this, we can form 6 trigonometric ratios that show the ratios of certain sides of the right triangle. This table shows the 6 ratios with abbreviations and definitions. We can use the mnemonic SOHCAHTOA to remember these ratios. SO stands for sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. CA stands for cosine theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Lastly, TOA stands for tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. How about the other 3 ratios, cosecant, secant, and cotangent? Let us relate these 3 to the first 3 ratios. What can you say about the definitions of sine and cosecant? That is right. The cosecant theta is just the reciprocal of the sine theta. How about secant theta? That's right. It's also the reciprocal of cosine theta. We can also apply that to cotangent theta, which is the reciprocal of the tangent theta. Find the values of the 6 trigonometric ratios of the acute angles D and F. Let's start with the acute angle D. The side opposite angle D is side EF and has a length of 15. The adjacent side is side DE with a length of 8, and side DF is the hypotenuse with a length of 17. Side D is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, and by looking at the figure, that is 15 over 17. Cosine D is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is equal to 8 over 17. Tangent D is opposite over adjacent, which is equal to 15 over 8. Cosecant D is just the reciprocal of sine D. Since sine D is 15 over 17, then cosecant D will be 17 over 15. The same with secant D, which is the reciprocal of cosine D. Since cosine D is 8 over 17, then secant D will be 17 over 8. And lastly, cotangent D is the reciprocal of tangent D. Since tangent D is 15 over 8, then cotangent D will be 8 over 15. How about if the given is the acute angle F? The positions of the parts of the right triangle will not be the same as the previous examples. The side opposite to angle F is DE, which has a length of 8. The adjacent side will be EF, which has a length of 15. And the hypotenuse is DF, which has a length of 17. By looking at the figure now and applying the definitions of the 6 trigonometric ratios, we can have the following ratios. Now, let us have more examples. Consider the right triangle SET with 9, 12, and 15 as the lengths of its sides. Let us try to find the following trigonometric ratios. For the first item, put a mark on the given acute angle, which is angle S. Label now the parts of the right triangle. The opposite side is side ET. The adjacent side is side SE. And the hypotenuse is side ST. Since we are to find the tangent of angle S, use the mnemonic TOA or tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. In the figure, the opposite side has a length of 12 and the adjacent side has a length of 9. Therefore, the value of tangent S is 12 over 9 or 4 over 3 when simplified. Next, let's have cosecant T. Again, mark first the acute angle T on the figure. Next, let's label its parts. The side opposite to angle T is side SE. The adjacent side is ET and the hypotenuse is side ST. Cosecant T is the reciprocal of sine T. And since we're using the mnemonic SAW to find sine theta, we will use its reciprocal to find cosecant T. That is hypotenuse over opposite. The hypotenuse has a length of 15. The opposite side has a length of 9. Therefore, the value of cosecant T is 15 over 9 or 5 over 3 in simplest form. Given are right triangles with marked angles theta. Label the sides of each right triangle with H for its hypotenuse, O for its opposite side, and A for its adjacent side. An example is given below. Given the figure below, find the values of the indicated trigonometric ratios. What number is spelled with letters arranged in alphabetical order? In order to answer this question, let us solve the activity on the next slide. Given the right triangle BEN, match the trigonometric ratios in column A to their corresponding values in column B. Write the letter of your answer on the blanks provided. Number 1. Name the 6 trigonometric ratios of a right triangle. Describe each. Number 2. What are the 3 parts of a right triangle? Give one example of a right triangle, mark one of its acute angles, and label each part. To exist, a triangle must have 3 segments connected to each other. Removal of one side omits its essence as a triangle. The same goes for Vera Nazarian's saying, "Love is made up of 3 unconditional properties in equal measure: acceptance, understanding, and appreciation. Remove any one of the 3 and the triangle falls apart." As a student, what 3 characteristics do you possess that definitely and uniquely define you as a person? Explain your answer.
Read each question carefully. Choose the letter that corresponds to the correct answer.